Hello there. Okay, so I want you to understand something, and that is what I invest in and what you see me invest in is my journey. So I'm not giving you financial advice at all, but I do like to document what I do, and it's important that you understand that anything you put into crypto, it's risky, all right? But there are certain projects that have less risk. Now, I'm going to show you a project today that I personally believe will be here for a long time, and this has a totally different structure than what's out there. And the reason for that is because this project is actually backed by real-world commodities. Now, as far as I know, there isn't any others. There might be a couple around that say they're backed by gold, but there's nothing really valid and nothing that's, that I can see that's been doing very well or that is anything like this. This is the first that I've seen. Now, I'm not going to go into full power detail with this because I just want I want to make you guys and girls, I want to make you aware of this because I believe this project it's a game changer when it comes to long-term wealth. All right. So the structure of this is like this. You purchase a node, it mines, and the tokens that it mines are backed by a real world commodity. Now, there is different nodes and different projects. All right. So now they already have proof of concept. Okay. So there has already been one project that's been going for a long time. And this project made, I think from memory, it is 120,000% over a 9-month period. I think it's currently sitting at 77,000% since its inception. Let me have a look down here. I think this is called Black Gold, BGLD. So it launched on November the 1st in 2021, okay? And the starting price was this. All right? Currently trading at that, but it's actually a little bit lower than that at the moment. But still, it's still up 70,000%. Okay, so it did go up to a total of 120,000% since launch, okay? And there was 9,285 BGLD licenses sold at this stage. These are actually sold out now. Okay, they sold out yesterday. All right, but don't think you've missed out. All right, so this is backed by actual gold, by actual oil. All right, not gold. It's called black gold, but it's actually backed by real oil that comes out of the ground. All right, so this project, what it does is they've got scanners and they can actually find minerals, okay, that a lot of other people can't find. So they source the material. So they've got companies that approach them. They find the, excuse the dog, they find the resources, different resources, and then obviously they take a percentage. Now, when they get percentages, what they do is they use that, a percentage of that, to buy the tokens. All right, and that's what gives the tokens value. All right, they do what's called a burn. So what they do is when they burn, they buy a whole heap of tokens and burn them into a burn wallet. Okay, so it's reducing the supply and in turn increasing the price. Okay, now you're probably thinking, man, that's like the craziest thing I've ever heard. Like, how can it be backed by gold and all that sort of thing? Well, it is. And look, there's a lot of details. I'm going to leave links. There's so much to get through in this project. It's a huge project. and I'm not going to go into it all in this video. I'm going to do step videos. I'm going to do a lot of videos on this because it's quite involved. But I want to give you the heads up on it because, let me just go back. This is my back office on XNODE. Now, there is two ways of purchasing the nodes. Now, it's called the D.E.B.T box. Okay. Now, if you purchase directly from the company, they're a retailer. Nodes cost, the black gold ones were running at $50,000. All right. But there's a company called iXGlobal, and what they've done is they've purchased a bulk of licenses in bulk, okay, and they're able to sell them at a wholesale price. All right, so now that was the black gold. The project, there is 3 other ones. Well, there's a few more than that. There's probably 5. I think there's 5 in total. But the ones I'm looking at, firstly, I think the one that's going to do really well, and I believe it'll do really well, is because it goes together with the oil. When they dig for the oil, there is also natural gas, and so this next node is called NatG, and it's a natural gas node. So the token is backed by natural gas. All right. Okay, so I was about to upload this video, and then I found out that the price of the nodes are going to actually go up very soon, if not today. So I wanted to get this part of the video, this part, so you actually know how to get them. Now make sure to watch the rest of the video after this. This part of the video, I've added in an extra day late or later because of what I've just found out. Okay, so this is how you can actually get the nodes. All right, and this is going through iXGlobal, and this is how you can get them a lot cheaper. All right, so I'll leave a link in the description. All right, and you can see here, this is the link that'll be in the description. But all you really need to know is crypto is key. Okay, so once you use this link, you'll come to this page here. You go to enroll now. Okay, click on that, enroll now, and you'll see that your sponsor is, okay, so you should see this. All right, and then just go in and fill in all the details. All right, and then once you've activated the account, then you'll see something like this. Let me just grab it here. Okay, so this is the back office. All right, now I'm only showing you how to purchase nodes. There is actually a MLM structure to this too, because it's iXGlobal is separate to D.E.B.T box. So if you want to get into that side of it, I'm going to do a whole video on that side of it. But what I'm more interested in this project is the actual nodes. Okay, so you can see here, once you've actually, you'll need to do KYC as well. Okay, and it usually takes, I think, 48 hours or something, and you'll get an email to confirm that you've actually passed your KYC. Okay, so but as you can see here, on the July the 24th, I bought the basic package. Okay, now the basic package, what that means is that you can, because you need to buy at least one of these packages that enables you to actually buy a license. Okay, now the basic one is around $50. Okay, and if you buy that basic package, that enables you to actually get the license for the node. All right, and it gives you other certain little things. You'll be able to see that. I can't see it now because I've already gone past that. My first purchase was the basic package, and the reason why I got that one is because that just gives you a little bit access to the academy and just different things that I wanted. All right, but I have since gone right up to the Pro Pack. Okay, because I like the project and I want to go further with it. All right, so you can see here that it shows that I purchased an aluminum node on the basic package, right? And I also purchased an Explorer. Now it's not showing that I've purchased the NatG nodes, but I have purchased. I'll show you that in a minute. So what you can do is, once you've signed up, you can then go to package purchase, like right here. Okay, click on that, and then you go to package purchase here, click on that. All right, now you won't see this. You will see the basic package, and there's one that's only $50. Now if you're not interested in building teams or anything like that, or the MLM side of it, then just get the $50 one, because you only need to pay for it once, and then you don't need to, it's a subscription, but you don't need to, keep it running, the subscription running. You need to buy it. You need to get that $50 one in order to allow you to actually purchase a node license. Okay, I guess it's a fee. You can call it a fee. I'm going to stay on the subscription one because I've got things I want to pursue in this. So once you've bought the one of the packs, then you can actually purchase the node. Okay, so you need to purchase the pack first. Okay, and then you can actually purchase the nodes. And I'm going to show you this. So purchase add-ons here, click on that. All right, now you won't see the ones that are currently available here. You won't see a NatG. A NatG node is currently 3,200, but that's about to change. Everything's going to go up by $250. All these nodes are going to go up by $250 because there's more people buying them now. Okay, so you can see that the aluminum nodes, let's see how it says second order. That's because I've already purchased one. Okay, so the second order, I can buy another one. But you are limited to how many you can buy. All right, you can't buy as many as you want. I haven't bought a grow one yet, so I've got the option to buy one of these. And you can see the, where is it? DLG, yeah, XBL are 2 times, okay, because I've bought one, aluminum node, I'm just trying to find where I've bought one. Yeah, so I guess that's the reason why it's that price. But anyway, this is where you can purchase them. Now, the price hasn't gone up yet, okay, but it's going to. And I actually want to get in another aluminum node, okay, I want this one. All right, so I'm going to add this to cart, all right, and I'm going to just open up my Exodus wallet over here, put the password in. Okay, I'm just opening up my Exodus wallet. I'm going to use Bitcoin to purchase this. Okay, so I've clicked on add to cart. You can see it's grayed out. So if I scroll right down to the bottom, you can see it's been added here. Okay, so you've got to remember that whenever you purchase anything, you've got to scroll down to the bottom because this is my second order. You can see here, this is my second aluminum node. Okay, I want to get one before the price goes up, and I really like this project as well. I like all of them, but you know, I want to get 2 of these. Okay, so let me just come over here. So I'm going to go to click on continue. Okay, and this is giving me my details. Check out. Okay, so see it's got this by default. You can do it with all these options here, coin payments as well. I'm just going to use Bitcoin. All right, and I'm going to proceed to make payment. Click on that. Okay, and then it's going to give me, so if I just come over to my Bitcoin wallet here, I've got a little bit of Bitcoin in here I swapped over. Okay, so let me just bring this over here. It's probably going to be a bit hard to see, but okay, what I'll do is I'll just pull that to here, just so you can see this. And I'm going to go and send. Let me just pin this quickly. If I can go into pin mode, and I'll just pin that. Okay, so it doesn't go underneath that. Right, so you can see here that I'm going to need, this is the address. All right, so I'm going to copy it. I'm going to click on copy. All right, I'm going to put in the address here. All right, just double check it that it ends in SG, ASG, yes, good. And now you need to copy this exact amount here. All right, copy that. And I'm going to put that in the amount of Bitcoin right here. Okay, and then I'm going to go send. And do you want to send? Send. Okay, so that's okay. So I'll just minimize that. Now this should, it usually turns up, you can see this is the time, so you are restricted with time, but even when this runs out you can still pay for it after that. But anyway, you watch, this will change very quickly. I'll just let it, it'll receive it, there we go, it's received already. You can see that, payment processing. So it comes through pretty quick, all right, with Bitcoin. And now it's done, and there's the invoice. All right, so you know, you should always download the invoice just in case, you never know, you might need it for something. All right, now it will take 24 hours before your node actually goes live, and what you have to do is once you've actually purchased the node, you need to go to products over here. Okay, go to products. So this is after you've purchased the node. Go to products, and then you need to go to XNODE account. All right, XNODE account. Okay, and then you go. You can get temporary login credentials or log into XNODE. All right, if you haven't got any, obviously any credentials right now, you'll have to temporary login credentials. Or I can just click on this because I've already set up the account with my password. But you'll need to do probably that one there. And you can see here, What do we got here? License ID. So I've got, this is only showing 4. It's not showing the latest one right now. But what I can do is I can go to, where is it? Let me just come over on the other side here. I'll just pull this across so I can actually grab the address, and let me just get it here. Okay. Let me just grab this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the back office. So once you've signed up through, once you've done this, once you've signed in and logged in, you'll see this. So I'll just paste this in here. Okay, so this is the back office. So now it should show, hopefully, well, it's actually not. It's still showing 82,000, which means that if I look at my rewards, yeah, it's still only showing 1 aluminum node. So it hasn't shown up yet here, but it will show up. So it might take a little while for it to show up. If I go back here and come back to my dashboard, Okay, let's have a look. Nat G, this is the purchases, Nat G second order, aluminum 2. So it's showing here. Okay, it's just not showing up in my back office on the D.E.B.T site. Okay, so that's basically it. Okay, so now this whole side of it here, this MLM side of it, I wouldn't even worry about that unless you're like a team leader or something like that, or plan on building it. But if you are, I'm going to be doing videos on that. But I'm more interested in the actual nodes, okay, because this is where I think, you watch the rest of the video anyway. So that's basically how you set it up. So look, this is time sensitive. Just remember that as these get purchased, the more that get purchased, the price of them will go up. So like right now, if we go to package purchase again, right now, and I'll go here. So right now, you know, these are the price of aluminum is actually, see, that's for 2x, that's for 2 of them, but the price of these is $1,000 for the aluminum, $1,000 for the XPLR. This is 2 times because I've already bought, you know, a couple of them. So the grow is 2,000. That's the one I mentioned about, you know, the cocoa and the other things, the cannabis and that. Okay. And then, you know, I've already bought 2 Nat G, so I'd have to come down here. And if I actually buy more, I get them a little bit cheaper. But like I said, the reason why I put this part of the video in to show you how to get it is because the price will be going up. Now, I'm going to be doing a lot of videos on this project. So I just wanted to show you that, but now let's continue with the rest of the video. So I want to show you this. So if I go to my portfolio, okay, my portfolio is saying $82,000, right? But that's not actually what I paid for it. These nodes, this node, you can see this here is my natural gas nodes. I bought 2 of them, okay, my Nat G nodes. Now they're priced at $40,200. If you buy them direct from the D.E.B.T, that's what they'll cost you, and people are buying them at that, right? But if you go through this company that bought a whole heap of licenses, mining licenses, you can get them for a lot cheaper. All right. Now the way that it works though is that the more that are purchased, the higher the price goes up of these nodes. Okay, so like for example, the Nat G one, I purchased 2 of them. They cost me $3,200 each. Okay, so $6,400 in total for the 2. They were originally, I think, $2,000. Every time X amount of nodes are sold, the price will go up by $100. All right, so they will, like for example, black gold. The black gold node started at $1,000 originally and ended up being $6,000 through iXGlobal. It was still $50,000 on the D.E.B.T. All right, so you got to understand that if you're going through, if you're going to try and do it through the D.E.B.T, it's going to cost you a lot more. But if you do it through iXGlobal, you can get the license, the mining license, for a lot cheaper. And what the beauty about this is that you can run these nodes directly on your computer if you want to, but they've set it up, iXGlobal has set it up so that you can do it in the cloud. So everything's done for you. So it's really simple. You literally, you know, buy the node and let it run. Now I want to explain something to you about, this is not something where you earn 1.5% per day or 2% per day, or 8% per day. This is not a project like a miner that you know is not going to be here for long, or any of these other projects that are paying this guaranteed percentage per day, or they say. We all know that they're not going to be here for long. We all know that. Now, don't try and kid yourself and say that they're not, or try and convince yourself thinking that they will be here for another 6 months to a year, because high chances are they'll be, here today and gone tomorrow. All right, that's the way that the crypto market is, because you've got to have buyers all the time coming in, right? And they've got to see the value. But the problem is with crypto is there's so many people that move from one project to another. There's just not enough people. There's not enough money to sustain all of these new miners and things coming out, right? All these hype projects. There's just not enough people to sustain it. Okay? So, but when you get a project that is backed by a commodity, high demand commodities like oil, like natural gas, they've got aluminum, they've got one called Grow, which does things like cannabis and hemp and cocoa and other organic plants and things like that. This is not just in the States, this is in Ghana as well, so they've got sources everywhere. Now, when you've got companies that are trying to get natural gas, these are highly valuable commodities. Companies want them. So you're getting buyers that have nothing to do with crypto. All right, they're coming in because they need the natural gas. Think about what's going on with the war. Natural gas. So like for me, I'm looking at the future, right? I'm thinking of, what these things are going to be worth. Now, don't expect to be earning huge money off these straight off the bat, because you won't. But what you've got to look at is the way that black gold performed, and the tokenomics are the same for all of these node projects. All right. So now here's the crazy thing, is that when they do a scan, when they scan and they find the resources, like this in Nevada, this oil mine that they actually found that there was still oil in it, this had been abandoned for 40 years. But their scanner actually found some underneath the original, where they had originally been drilling, and were able to inform the people, and now it's being drilled, right? So, and there's a lot of deposits. But here's the thing. The new NatG nodes that are backed by natural gas, the money value in actual deposits supersedes the black gold oil monetary value, right? So what's down there, what they're able to retrieve, supersedes the amount in dollar value of what was available or is available in the oil. So that tells me that, okay, so a NatG node, well, it might be 3,200 right now. It's a lot of money, and probably, out of reach for a lot of people. But 40,000, if you buy it from D.E.B.T, is definitely out of reach. 3,200 is not out of reach. You could get a few people together to do it. You know what I mean? So I'm looking at that. Natural gas to me is very valuable, and it's going to be more valuable as time goes on. So I've bought 2 of those. Now, what happens is, as they acquire the natural gas, as the natural gas gets brought up and sold, they obviously get a lot of profit from that. They go in and they do what's called a burn, and they'll go in and buy these tokens, these NatG tokens, and burn them. All right, so it's reducing the supply. So the price goes up. That's how black gold worked, and that's how it became successful, right? So I've got 2 of those NatG ones. I want to show you this, and I want to make you aware of it before I go into a lot more details in future videos. But I want you to be aware of this, all right? Because I don't want to come in and say, oh, look what I've got that's making this and that, and people say to me, well, why didn't you mention it? Why didn't you say anything? And I'm like, well, okay, well, I didn't have time, and all these excuses. Well, I haven't got an excuse. I have, because I'm moving right now, so I'm really busy, but we're in the process of getting a new house and everything. But I wanted to bring this to you before I get with the detailed videos, because I want you to do your own research on this. Okay, do your own research, but look at the D.E.B.T, look at black gold. All right, I'm going to leave some links in the description. What I've done personally is you can see down here, I have 2 licenses. So if we go to my rewards, you can see here I've got 2 NatG, all right, nodes. I've got 1 Explorer, which is actually, I'm going to leave the white paper. I'm going to leave the links to the white papers, all right, to the light papers, and then aluminum. So I'm finding that these ones are 3,200 at the moment. The Explorer one is only 1,000, and the aluminum are only 1,000. Okay, and apparently this one's close to being getting their first deposits up. All right, so but the NatG ones to me right now bring the most value because natural gas, and also there is X amount of licenses, mining licenses available for each of these projects. All right, there's also this grow one, which is really, I'm actually going to get a grow node as well, because I really believe in what this deals with carbon credits and stuff as well, so I really want to get that as well. The D.E.B.T one is sold out, the black gold one is sold out. All right, D.E.B.T is their actual token for the whole ecosystem. All right, now look, like I said, I'm going to go into a lot more details about this project, and I really want you to see these videos. I'm going to make some really detailed ones, and video tutorials and everything that you need to know. But right for today, I just wanted to make you aware of this project because I'm into it big time, right? And I'm going to be putting a lot more into it. I'm looking at this as a long-term play. This is not something you're going to be earning. Look, these 2 just got listed, and this one's been listed for a little bit, but it's not. I'm not looking at the price right now. I'm looking at mining as many of these as I can get, these tokens, as many of these as I can get. All right. So, like here, I've got 77,000. I've only been in this for a couple of days. All right. So when you get a node, it takes 24 hours to actually start mining. All right. But I've only been in this for a couple of days. All right. So, but what I'm trying to do now is, because I know where the price of this is going to go eventually, it's pretty obvious where it's going to go. I mean, look at how many zeros we've got here. Okay. All it needs to go up is 2. All right. You've got to look at it like that. The tokenomics. You look at the black gold. I don't know if it's going to show it here. Let's have a look. Maybe it will. It's actually there. Yeah, I haven't got any of them, so I can't even show you that. But point of the matter is that if I'm looking at long-term. This is a long-term investment. I want to get in this because you're early. We're early. Right now is early. All right. So, if you can see the value in natural gas, if you can see the value in cannabis and cocoa and soybeans and all that sort of stuff, if you can see the value in aluminium, this Explorer is a really good one. They're actually going to launch their own satellite to be able to, because right now they're using third party to be able to actually scan with their technology, right? So, there's a lot of mechanics to this. There's a lot of moving parts to this project. But what I can tell you is that I'm invested. I've invested right now with 6,400 here, 1,000 here, 1,000 here. So what's that? 8,400. So 8,400, 8,500. You have to get a subscription as well, depending on what you want to do. I've just got a medium sort of subscription. So look, like I said, this is not financial advice, but if I'm talking to my clone, I'm telling him that this is definitely something that I would be looking into. All right, it's you've got, look, you can withdraw your your balance. You've got this here. This actual back office is actually connected through iXGlobal. All right, so that's where you actually get the nodes, and then you have a back office that is actually tied to the D.E.B.T box. All right. The point of the matter is that I'm invested. I'm going to be investing a lot more. I'm going to be putting out a lot of information, a lot of videos about this. But just understand that I think this is a great opportunity, and I'm, this is a long-term project for me. This is not short-term. I'm not looking at, I'm not going to be looking at the price. I'm not going to be looking at this. I'm going to be looking at how many of these I can get. Think of it like this. When Bitcoin started, because look, when Bitcoin started, there was no tokens, there was no coins. All right? Just think of it. When you mined back in the day, when you mined Bitcoin and you got thousands of Bitcoin, it was worth cents, you know, and then it went on the exchanges, then it started trading, then it became useful, and then, you know, then it became a store of value, and then the price went up. Imagine that, you know. Look, it's the same sort of principle here. You're mining tokens. There isn't any. You're mining them. You're creating the liquidity. You're creating the tokens. And, you know, you've got to look at it like that. If you think that there's valuable in commodity-backed tokens, that doesn't rely on people in crypto as much as other projects, right? Because it's backed by real-world commodities. Look, natural gas, who in crypto is going to be buying that? We're not. The companies are going to be buying that. And then the profits from that comes to the company. They then buy the tokens and burn them, all right? So, you know, it's a no-brainer. There's a lot more mechanics. There's a lot more information than I can share right now because it's too much for one video. But, you know, like I said, I wanted you to be aware of this project. Look into it yourself. Go and do your own research. I'll leave links in the description. I'll leave you a link to, if you want to sign up, you can, through iXGlobal, right? And that's that. You know, like I want to be totally transparent with people, with subscribers, with my group in Discord. If you haven't joined my group in Discord, link in the description. We've got some smart people in there, some smart cookies. So if you want to learn, if you're new to crypto, totally new, and you want to get versed, come to the group, all right? Because we love newbies, we help them. So definitely join that. But, you know, like I said, I'm being transparent. I'm going to be doing more videos on the 10K to 1 million. This is actually part of it. But I want you to see this. I want you to find out more about it. Do your due diligence. I'm not telling you to get into anything. I'm not telling you to invest in anything, but I'm providing you a little bit of a taste, a little bit of a teaser, some information. You got to do the rest until I bring out the new videos. Do your own research. Now, like the video if you liked it. If you don't, then don't like it. But if you leave a comment too, they say it helps with the algo. They say it helps more people see the video, so you know that would be appreciated. I am going to be going full time on this. I haven't been putting out a lot of videos. I haven't had time because of this move has been really fanatical, and I've still got another couple of weeks, 3 weeks or something to go before I can go full time. But I will be going full time on YouTube, doing AMAs, doing all sorts of stuff. I've got people reaching out to me all the time. All the time, I just don't have the time for it, right? So, but this is why I'm bringing this. To me, this is urgent because the NatG, I think they've got like 60, maybe 60% of them sold, right? And so there's only X amount, right? So, yep, that's that. All right. So have yourselves a wonderful day, and I will see you very soon in the next one.